With the 2016 presidential race heating up, there are loads of questions on people's minds, like, how many clowns are going to get out of this car being driven by the Republican Party? And which of these trifling fools will they decide to back as a candidate? The moron, the imbecile, or the highly unqualified one? Take your pick, as that basically describes everyone up in that race. Let's start with Donald Trump. Now, as an American, I am completely embarrassed that such a misogynistic buffoon has so much support from the American public. For fun, just try to imagine a meeting between Angela Merkel and President Donald Trump. Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth. I'd like to think that Merkel, who has almost single-handedly kept the European Union together these past few years, would put this jester where he belongs, in a corner with a dunce cap on, if it could fit over his human hair weave. I mean, let's face it, this man does not even have the credentials to be president of the Hair Club for Men. Then there's Christie. The only thing that makes him qualified to be a Republican presidential candidate is the fact that he's an elephant. I mean, if he seriously wants to run in this race, he'd better hop on the treadmill first. He's a bigger, both literally and figuratively, bully than Donald Trump, shouting down reporters at press conferences, orchestrating a traffic shutdown of the GW Bridge, paralyzing a town because a mayor refused to endorse him, and most offensive of all, appearing in a camel-toed baseball uniform. Now, let's say in some bizarre parallel universe that Mike Huckabee got elected and was forced to deal with defusing a nuclear threat by North Korea. What would he do? Start off negotiations with a joke about eating dogs? Or maybe squint and rat out his L's? Ah, me Reiki dog with black bean sauce. I mean, this man puts the racist in presidential race. Let's not forget that brain surgeon, and yes, I'm using that term sarcastically, Ben Carson. Normally, I'd be rather intrigued to see a black Republican president, but this man is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just imagine him in the Middle East trying to push for peace talks after declaring a Muslim should not lead our country. And what about his insightful belief that the world was created in 6 days? Hashtag dumbass. I mean, I honestly think I'd let Igor from Young Frankenstein operate on my brain before I'd let this guy near it. In short, I can't wait to see which of these kooks winds up in the first presidential debate against Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders, because that is destined to become one of the most entertaining events in recent political history. In the meantime, I'll be waiting for the day Trump drops out, so I can finally say, to pay away.